Pleasure to meet you. Welcome to the Russo's Haven. How do you like the festivities?
Must have left something.
Blood
Did
of
I
the
screw
devil?
up?
No, that doesn't sound like something anybody should be drinking. My daughter. Oh, yeah. She's a great kid. Fast learner. Resilient. And stubborn. Does she need something?
Come for me.
Hitman? What hitman? Have you been watching too much television? My daughter. Oh, you know, I still remember catching little Abby with a pack of candy pilfered from the convenience store. So clever. Yeah. And so stubborn. I never thought that she would, were we talking about somebody? Going already? But you just said hello.
What was that?
You're back. Thanks for that. Look, I've done some thinking. Devil's blood is highly addictive, and withdrawal is dangerous. It could even be fatal. We're hundreds of miles away from anyone who knows what to do about this. Doctors here are only going to know about regular chems.
A doctor's not good enough anyway.
Where did I screw
We
up?
need the blood.
Correct. And the only way to get to Atlantic City in a timely fashion is a vertibird. Say, you don't happen to be on good terms with the refuge, do you?
They're gonna come for me.
That's a boon we really need right now. I need to ask you something crazy. Because you don't really know us, and really, from what you've seen so far, have no reason to trust us. But my sister is in trouble, so I'm going to ask. Could you fly to Atlantic City and bring back a dose of Devil's Blood?
You make the second part of that sound like a simple ask.
I did say it was crazy. But please, and I really mean it, it'd be a bad idea for any of us to go back there right now. If newcomers like us could even negotiate a flight in the first place. Remember the firefight earlier? Whoever sent those people still has it out for us.
Must have left something. Did I screw up?
For one of us, in any case.
Undetermined. We could fight about it all day. It's an exclusive chem, typically only accessible to high society and to the people that source it. The mob. You'll have to find one of them.
Who are you?
See what you can negotiate. You're not joking, right? Oh, you can pull this off. Abby needs you to. Please, just let us know as soon as possible if anything goes wrong. I'll do whatever I can for her in the meantime.
Cold.
The Russo's little helper. Be a dear and remind me the world already ended.
Gonna come for me. It's so cold. was that?
Split ends and no hope of a salon. I'm deteriorating.
Must have left something. Where did I screw up?
I'm so sick of silence.
Always make sure to boil your water before you drink it.
Of course, they always win in their own comic books. Sometimes when I listen to the radio, I like to pretend I'm living in the time before the war. Not that I know of. If you hang around those raiders, you want nothing to do.
As I've said, Mrs. Russo, the facilities are available to responders and refugees.
I am responding to a need to save an addict from the terrifying consequences of indulgence. It doesn't extend to dirty junkies. Is that it?
As it stands, I have no way to verify your story. Had you a prior relationship with us, or the victim was present for our medical staff to...
Prior relationship. So this is a refuge ruled by nepotism, is it?
I deeply apologize for the commotion, darling. We do strive to make every visit to the White Spring a pleasant one.
Finally, you've arrived. I was resigned to having to convince this lunatic that my daughter is dying all by myself.
Do you know this woman? Ah, wonderful.
I believe.
Apologies are ordered to those who deserve them. Nonetheless, it behooves the refuge to help those in need. Perhaps you could provide more coherent details regarding this woman's conundrum?
Oh, don't tell people about that. You'll scare away the customers.
A nightclub here in the rural mountains of West Virginia?
From what I've seen, you hippies could really use the excitement.
Oh dear. I don't even know where to begin with correcting you. We've heard the name. The stories place it as something rather more dangerous than your average chem.
The high is legendary, reserved for the upper crust of idiots who live in America's playground and still manage to get bored.
It is your daughter we're talking about helping, right?
Oh, give Abigail a break. The move has been stressful for her.
In that case, you will be happy to hear that the leaders of Atlantic City are sponsoring travel for visitors. You might speak to Mr. Jeremiah Hopkins about it, if you haven't already. He has a booth out in the common area, beside the stage. So long as you're willing to provide assistance to the locals during your travels, you may fly to Atlantic City whenever you'd like.
Incredible. Was that so difficult?
You're graciously welcome for the flight, Mrs. Russo. Now I'm afraid I have other duties to attend to. Lennox shall be happy to board you once your preparations are complete. Excuse me.
It baffles me how you're able to deal with that person. I mean, where are they from? The 17th century? Oh, you were you? And what was I supposed to do? Just leave my daughter's fate in the hands of some stranger hundreds of miles away? For all I know, you might throw back the blood at your first opportunity. Then you'll find yourself splayed out naked on the boardwalk 2 days later, choking on your own vomit. I suppose the showman would dispose of you before letting you bare your cheeks on their turf. And then where would that leave me? And Abigail? Of course I didn't have to. We're all free people, aren't we? I take it upon myself to answer a pain in the ass with a full-body Charlie horse. At a minimum. Honestly, do you not stick up for yourself? Oh, please. I'm a performer. I learned from real-life stage experience. Not from sitting at home reading Shakespeare over and over like that Orlando character must have. It's embarrassing to listen to. Wonderful. I'll be having a drink at the bar until our departure. I'll need it to get me through that dreadful flight.
Excuse me! Sorry to interrupt you. I just heard you were going to Atlantic City and it's not safe there. There's a monster. I saw it. People keep going missing. That's why I left.
You're not mouthing off about some Jersey devil, are you? What a load of hogwash. My parents told me that story when I was a child to scare me into submission. Well, it didn't work! And no Jersey devil has snatched me from my bed.
It's real, I swear! They're siphoning its blood and turning it into a drug. That's why it's so angry now.
Marketing tactics. What would you name a chem that's supposed to be the ultimate temptation? Would you call it innocent angel milk? Siphoning blood. No sensible business person would put in all that effort, even if the Jersey Devil was real.
Loud tourists, low-tier entertainers, showgoers on their way home from the pier. The devil swoops down from the sky and swallows them whole.
The perfect cover story to disappear anyone inconvenient. That devil almost got me too! Oh, good thing I fled to the mountains!
Loud tour.
The perfect...
Long ago, a woman known as Mother Leeds cursed her 13th child. When she gave birth to the child one stormy night in the Pine Barrens, it transformed into a winged devil and flew off into the night. It's been tormenting Jersey residents ever since. You did?
Oh, brother! Don't encourage these delusions.
We're lucky to be alive. It had so much evil intent. I still feel its effects. Don't you? At least I warned you. Better for my conscience. Keep your eyes on the skies. Do you think it's really safe here?
The potatoes here taste amazing. So fresh, and only a few rats.
No such thing as safety regulations anymore. Flying is more like gambling.
Can't believe we've got a vertibird. That's a step up in the world if I've ever seen one.
Any idea where Orlando gets their clothes? I swear I could do with a word.
Greetings, good citizen.
The work I do is
Tell
extremely
me,
rewarding.
are you familiar with fine art and literature? Fortune, you're exactly the hero we've been looking for!
We've been endlessly debating over who would win in a fight, and now finally, we have someone who can break the tie.
It's nice to see people around in the responders uniform.
We are merely collectors of all things hubris comics. Obsessed fans, if you will.
You could call us Hubris Comics fanatics.
No, definitely don't call us that. The last thing we need is to be associated with those raiders in the pit.
Tinkering Skippy does that he'd have come up with something more medicinal.
No way.
Excellent! Now, carefully consider the scenario before answering. Who would win in a no-holds-barred, no-spells-forbidden, all-out battle between the Mistress of Mysteries and the Inspector?
I heard there's a chest set around
The
here.
Mistress is a master of misdirection and mysticism. With surprise on her side, I am certain she would have the upper hand and would triumph.
Whoa. Do you truly believe that the Inspector, the magic detective, wouldn't easily see through any ruse the Mistress attempted? The Inspector wins.
But Rucker wants us sober on the job.
Duh, of course. But what if friendly rivals turned foes?
Just imagine they are both under an evil spell, or that one of them is from the mirror dimension, if that helps.
I was out scavenging for food earlier.
The Inspector is a magical detective who solves mystical mysteries using magic and good old-fashioned detective work.
The Mistress is a master of stealth and martial arts, and wields a collection of powerful artifacts like the 𝕍𝖍𝖆𝖓𝖐 and the Eye of Ra!
Actually gives me a sense of peace.
That's the last time.
Perhaps, but I really don't think you're giving the Inspector enough credit.
Even robbed of her mystery, the Mistress is a formidable fighter who has defeated many a sorcerer before. She easily wins this match.
Safe haven filled
Fine.
with people trying to
I
help
think you've
others.
made a huge mistake, but a
feels
deal's a
like I
deal.
died.
Maybe next time you'll see the truth.
Or hell.
Thank you, friend, for your impeccable knowledge. You are truly a Hubris Comics scholar.
Wonder if they have any chems there.
Jersey Devil. Ooh, I've never seen such a thing. Oh, did it always smell like this? You would think in a city, people could find a civilized place to relieve. We are in the casino quarter, which is owned and operated by the Mafia. Toward the coast, we have the boardwalk, proving ground of the showman. And further inland is the city center, where the government continues to keep things half functioning. Oh, smells like they need to hire another garbage man, however. The best bet I can give you is a fellow named Stanley Soriano. He spends all his free time at the High Rollers Lounge in the Neapolitan Casino. Stan is a weak link. Make him feel important, and he'll serve up practically anything on a silver platter.
This is the most happening place in AC.
He's a former friend of my husband. One of the most empty-headed coots I've ever had the pleasure of meeting. It's entertaining, really. Tell him anything, and watch the words pass through the void. Me? Oh, that would be a bad idea. You be a doll and handle the communications. I'll meet you back here once the job is done. Oh, don't be silly. I'm like a handler. I have to be present to make sure you get the job done. That doesn't mean I'm going to be the one to do it. Don't you worry about what I'm occupied with. It'll just be a distraction. Don't wait up for me. Or actually, do. One should always have an escape plan.
I won't let them get their mitts on you, girl. Don't you worry.
Keep your nose clean, kid. What? There's a cold going around. Gotta pay the electricity cut or something? Now there. Now they'll remember that. No one here.
figure Tim thinks.
Have you been down to the aquarium? It's a marvel.
Still can't believe that show last night. Ugh, so barbaric.
I tell you, payday's become a myth round here since they put the 𝖍𝖍𝖓 with the belts in charge of the books. Word around the club is...
Maybe I should join the Munies. Do something useful for a change.
It's changing tonight.
You, gonna make a necklace out of those caps? Or you gonna invest them wisely at the Neapolitan?
Got a lint roller on you? This suit's filthy.
Buttercup. That name will be the death of me.
Beat it. I'm not your tour guide.
This is the most happening place in AC. Why those Munies want to stay in their gross little hovel is beyond.
My pa was a made man, and his pa before him, and his pa before him.
Think the Munies really have everything handled?
Payday's become a myth around.
It's too good to be true, right?
What's somebody gotta do to cop?
Royal flush again? You must have the angels on your side, my friend.
You mean you don't see it, Stan? He's playing. Ain't nobody got that kind of luck. Oh, come on. You know I'd never play you, Stan. You're the man. You know what I love most about you, Stan? How much faith you put in your friends. This is ludicrous.
Oh, now what you gonna do that for? You really think he was playing me?
Come on, Stan. 3 royal flushes in a row? Nah, you grab that cash and take care of your family. I'm headed out.
You looking at something? Always a shame when you think someone's got your back and turns out they're just playing you. But hey, crazy things happen all the time. Just last week, someone was saying that special chips worth double, but they looked exactly the same. Now, what was the deal with that, huh? At least put some gold flecks on them or something. Whoa there! Now, I can hook you up with all kinds of camps. But as for the blood, what makes you think a nobody like you should get access to Atlantic City's most sought-after camp? You know, you do look familiar. You don't happen to be one of those out-of-towners helping out around here? Well, all right. A friend of the family deserves a taste of the best our city has to offer. But first, you'll have to prove yourself trustworthy. Provide service for the family, and you'll be rewarded. Cross the family, and you end up on our hit list. See, a young showman known as 𝖍𝖍 stole some blood from our stores a few nights back. He's got a show on tonight. And those who don't respect our rules don't get to live freely. You want the blood? Then that show don't go smoothly. And 𝖍𝖍 gets the message to never even dream about stealing from us again. Orphan? Nah. The only way you get access is if we grant it. Or if you're one of us. 𝖍𝖍 had a friend on the inside. One who's already been dealt with. So don't you worry about that. So you can understand something real clearly. What you're about to do to young 𝖍𝖍, that's what'll happen to you if you get any funny ideas about how to source more blood. You want another taste? You gotta come through the family. Officially. That's the lesson of this assignment. I don't know what kind of carnival mumbo-jumbo they have scheduled over there. It's on the pier. 𝖍𝖍's the headliner. You figure it out from there.
It's gonna ruin our reputation around here.
Broken, mutilated, utterly disgraced, dead. Don't matter to me, as long as the message gets sent. Of course, dead guarantees that. But if you want to take the risk of disappointing us, that's on you. Sounds like we have an understanding. Now listen carefully. You're gonna have to get backstage somehow. Maybe by posing as a cast member. That's your best shot at getting access to 𝖍𝖍. Once you've got an opportunity, it's up to you how you want to deal with him. I'll meet you outside after the show. Don't disappoint me. Capiche? Here comes an interruption.
Stay clear of the barracks. Ain't nothing there but demons that haven't showered since the bombs.
My pa was a made man, and his pa before him, and his pa before him. Wait, what did the pa before that pa do?
Wonder how long it'll be before the Don shows his mug again.
Payday's become a myth around here since they put the Gavone with the belts in charge of the books.
Mayor Tim thinks he's himself the leader of AC. Like some old farmers don't whack anybody.
How come the munis need so much money? What, you gotta pay the electricity a cut or something?
I caught Sal tampering with the slots again. Brits are gonna ruin our reputation around here.
Losing Antonio was a big hit to the family. Can't believe that rat ran out on us.
Y'all head down to the pier and catch a show.
My luck is changing tonight. Maybe I should join the Munies. Do something useful for a change.
Was a big hit to the family. Can't believe that rat ran out on us.
So, head down to the pier and see the show.
It's the most happening place in AC. Why those Munies want to stay in their gross little hovel?
What's somebody gotta do to cop a taste of devil's blood? Not rich or famous. Not yet, anyway. One thing I don't miss? Driving. Oh, I've seen one too many Jersey slides gone wrong.
Wonder how long it'll be before the Don shows his mug. So much money. What, you gotta pay the electricity a cut or something?
Still can't believe that show last night. So barbaric.
I think I'll head down to the pier and catch a show.
And then the mob shows up to recruit.
Fleet of AC? Like some... Every day I see more of the barons in the city. You got the Munies higher. You know one thing I don't miss? Driving. Oh, I've seen one too many Jersey slides gone wrong.
All this talk of bogies crawling out of the barren.
One more time.
Still can't believe.
Yet.
That name will be the death of me.
I should join you.
Apocalypse out there. Paradise.
You have to try the cocktails at Quintino's.
This is the most happening place in AC. Why those munis want to stay in their gross little hovel. Personal space mean anything to you? Tell you what, this whole neighborhood's my personal space.
Gotta tell Joey to plug up the basement in the Neapolitan. Tell Joey to plug up the basement in the Neapolitan.
Gotta head home before dawn. There's a few too many boogeymen around here.
Ah, what I wouldn't do for a taste of it. Huh, James, to be honest, I look like a tourist. I love your vacation wear.
I'm not sure what you're looking for.
You know where I could get a good
Exciting than
hoagie?
an obstacle to overcome.
Maybe I should join the movies. Just useful. You know one thing I don't miss? Driving. Oh, I've seen one too many Jersey slides gone wrong.
This is the city. If I don't land, then I know.
I gotta head out. There's a few too many boogeymen around here.
What's that look for? Trying to wrestle? Lots of shoobies around here lately.
I should probably invest in a boat to get to work at this rate. The flooding's only getting worse and worse.
Don't you love the series?
I gotta tell Joey to plug up the basement in the Neapolitan. The overgrown are getting in again. What, do I look like a butler to you? Go bother someone else.
Be honest.
Join the Munis. Do something useful for a change.
Perfect!
Not a chance.
Here, have a shower.
Coward wants to call themselves a critic. Dreaming of anything today?
Hey, are you gonna stick around a while longer? Could use some rest.
Get down to the field and catch a shower. Lots of shooters around here lately. You'd think there wasn't a war.
Shots earlier? Sounded like they were coming from the edge of the city.
Do you know if it's happy hour?
I'm worrying too much.
Welcome, welcome. Here to be amazed, shocked, and entertained? Well, tonight, as our lucky 13th customer, you will get all of that and more for free.
So this city's run by Circus the Godfather and a bunch of underpaid city workers. And we're expected to believe they get along.
Ha! What a funny question. We showmen put on performances of all kinds. Our first and only priority is giving you an experience you will never forget. So, open your mind and prepare to be amazed. That it is, opening night for our shining young star. Please head straight inside to the stage and take care not to enter restricted areas. We may be a bit late tonight, as we are still awaiting the arrival of one of our cast members. The show simply cannot start without our star clown. Trust me, they are worth the wait.
You think the Munis would hire a gardener?
Have you been outside the city? Let me tell you, you don't want to be there.
You have to try the cocktails at Quintina's.
Won't you be my friend forever? Every second without laughter brings us closer to death. We're all just minds in a soundless world. I just can't wait to make everyone laugh!
Waiting around will be the death of me.
Every second without laughter brings us closer to death.
Dibbles? Is that finally you? Late on opening night? Who hired you? Was it me? We'll be served on a plate to the ravenous masses with their vicious, quivering jaws. Oh, get to the stage already! They await your opening act! I'm not ready yet. I can't be seen like this! What am I talking about? What are you talking about? This is your act! Your stage, your hour to sparkle and shine. You must make them laugh. Or when I go out there, they'll gut me where I stand. Gore me with their glares, dismember me with their displeasure. It's a sacred responsibility of the opening act. I'm doomed already if you don't know it. Oh, I'm doomed. I'm dead worth. Not just a show, a masterpiece. And in...
It's the soul that's oversized, not the shoe!
And now, for your opening act, please welcome to the stage the funniest, the wackiest, the most diabolical Star Clown! This zany jokester never shies from a good gag, even at their own expense. But why don't I let them show you what I mean?
Fun fact, nothing stimulates a clown's appetite more than a hearty laugh. A hungry clown will prance and frolic to earn a mouthful of their favorite food, delivered with enthusiasm by their jovial leader. Please welcome this giggle of clowns to the stage and bear witness to their feeding frenzy. I'm hungry!
Hey, this is a diet! You satiated my appetite!
Where's the whipped cream? And now, for a classic trick with an explosive twist. Watch as this deviously dexterous merrymaker juggles live grenades!
New to the Fallout Atomic store, there is
That looks like it hurt. We'll be passing out warm towels to wipe any blood off. Let's give it up for our star clown!
You? What are you doing here? You followed me, didn't you? You better explain yourself. You? I have enough to worry about as it is. You weren't supposed to know about all this. There's no avoiding it now. I used to be the star around here. I deserve to have it back. That stage is mine. I'm taking it from this up-and-coming nobody to remind this city exactly what they lost. Or at least, that was my plan. You being here really puts a damper on things. You and Vincenzo have that situation handled. This family has never needed me. Antonio was always busy, and Abigail followed him like a dog. Vincenzo handled everything around the house, but the crowd... They always loved me. I gave them something. I still have more to give. I get rid of Zaid before the final act. Indispose him, mind you. I'm not a murderer. I go on in his place. Put on the show he was meant to. No safety protocols. I prove to the city that if it's truly what they want, I too can evolve. That I'm still worth something. I was the best singer in Atlantic City. Everyone wanted me. Then the world ended. And everyone changed. That Charlotte bitch started feeding them adrenaline in place of talent. I can't compete with a chemical reaction. My only chance to stay relevant was to join them. I became a showman. I put my act on a dangerous high-rise. Let people get off thinking they might see me topple to my death. But I have too much to live for. I was on wires the whole time. I fell one day and the jig was up. After that, the showman wanted my head. I need a chance to redeem myself. These people, they used to love me. They just need to be reminded of that. Then you understand why I have to do this. It's my only chance. I'm nothing without it. Nonsense. They were always complaining about me, calling me a diva. Vincenzo would tell me to get out of the way so he could do things properly. I'm nothing but a failure to them. They have no appreciation. Isn't it too late? I've spent so much time blocking them out, focusing on myself. No, that's a quitter's attitude. I never let anything stop me in showbiz. Well, home might be a different stage, but a show nonetheless.
Is that Evelyn Russo? The disgrace? Oh, Mother has to hear about this. She's gonna send the whole city after you.
Wait! Come back here, you pathetic nobody! Shit. I didn't expect them to raise the alarm so soon. Well, I don't have much time before every showman on the boardwalk is chasing after me with a machete. But before I go, the least I can do is help you help Abigail. So tell me what needs to be done. Who do you think you're talking to? Of course, so long as I make it to the vertibird, they're not going to know I'm there. Especially not with Miss Lennox guarding it like her own newborn child. Yes, they put me on their godforsaken hit list after my act went awry. They can't have anyone besmirching the showman's foolhardy reputation. So, anyone who is disgraced in the eyes of the public is erased from history altogether. So, it's dirty business. Well, nothing new in this city. Now, the final act of this little show involves the star clown, you, throwing knives at poor Zaid against a decorated backboard. There's an obvious option there if bloodshed doesn't make you, queasy. But we do know the showmen take cheating very seriously. And it just so happens that Zaid wears a protective vest underneath his costume. The blood would be on your hands, not mine. I've seen worse in these parts. Hard to make it very far with too many, morals in the way. Puts a sour taste in my mouth, knowing exactly how that feels. But it's the showmen who are delusional, not Zaid and I for valuing our own lives. I'll leave the job to you. I need to scram before Charlotte's loyal human dogs sniff me out.
A night of heart-throbbing classics. Where would we be without them? For hundreds of years, art has risked heart and soul, life. So I close with one last visceral threat. The curve of blade to neck. Tantalizingly close. Assistant! Master of laughs! Let loose! And don't you dare gut me! Get to your place! You're ruining us! This? It isn't at all what it looks like. My costume. The layers! Oh, it's over! Mother! It's over! Oh, fooled myself. They all see it. Oh, I've got to get out of here. Where can I hide?
Who is that wearing my oversized shoes? You think just anyone can honk and giggle? You made me a punchline! I'll make you pay with your funny bone. I'll twist your neck like a balloon.
Brace yourself for an unexpected encore! For this impersonating intruder cannot be allowed to leave unpunished. This is now an open fire venue. Proceed calmly to the nearest exit, or grab your gun and join the fun!
I heard the news. Showmen are gonna have his head. Probably would have been nicer to cut off a limb or two. As promised, a taste of the devil himself. Now, don't you go blabbing about where you got it. Stan's got a tight ship to steer. Now, didn't I just say I got a tight ship to steer? Even if we did have such a doe snooping around the family, who finally got too damn entitled for her own good, I wouldn't tell you nothing about that. Of course not. I wouldn't tell you how useless it would be to go after that little girl. We'd have to have a big damn reason to send guys that far away. And that girl ain't it. See, I wouldn't tell you about any of that. And that's why they count on Stan. You understand why, now that I've spelled it out for you? Now, didn't I even... Hey, I told you. I don't know nothing about any little pest like that. And you'd be wise to watch your tone with me. You forget who I am already? The Russos are long gone. That is, if there ever was a Russo. I sure don't know any Russos. Now don't you forget what Stan did for you. Capiche?
How come the Munis need so much money? What, you gotta pay the electricity a cut or something?
Think I'll head down to the pier and catch a show. What's poppin'?
Tell Joey to plug up the basement in 𝖵𝖆𝖙𝖈𝖍𝖎𝖓𝖌.
Buttercup. That name will be the death of me. What's that cologne you're wearing? Eau de freeloader? Tam fancies himself the leader of AC. Like some old farmer's gonna whack it. Everyone's in a twist over Conchata giving orders.
What was that?
Tell me you have the dose. You're a lifesaver. All right, Abby. Down the hatch.
Then? Mom. And... who are you again? Feels... nice. Oh. Right. Guess I'm in trouble again, huh?
This is just temporary. We need to find you a real solution. An antidote. You got into this abs. Do you know anything about getting off it?
Well, maybe Dad would have told me if he hadn't cut me out. But that's all water under the bridge, though. Everything's dandy now. We're in West Virginia. It's a new start. No more jobs, no more Dad. Everything's good. It has to be.
Dad? Thing is, I've tried to get answers from him about all kinds of things. But if he knows something about Devil's Blood, it has to still be in there somewhere. Maybe you'll have better luck than me. Look, I know it's awkward, but would you try talking to him? Well, that's a bit complicated. Him and Abs used to be really close back when she was younger. We never understood what changed. And now, maybe we never will. It's been really tough for her.
Now, there's no use rehashing all of that. We got you the blood, didn't we? That's what matters.
We? Don't tell me you went with them.
Well, what's with the accusatory tone? I helped, didn't I?
You helped? Why don't you tell me what actually happened? Really? Well, I'm glad to hear that then.
Oh, I'll spill the beans. They're going to fall out eventually. When I heard you had a way to fly to Atlantic City, I saw an opportunity to redeem myself. to steal the stage and show them Evelyn Russo, the fearless songstress, to remind the audience what they loved about me. But the showman found out before I could do anything, and it was all for the better. I don't know what possessed me. Going on stage without a proper act prepared, it would have been a disaster.
Are you crazy? You're lucky you made it back alive. When will you think about us for once? What you're leaving behind?
Yes, there's that aspect of it as well. You have to understand, Vincenzo. My life has always been showbiz. I don't know who I am without it. But here's to me finding out. I realized I have another role to play here, as your mother. Perhaps I haven't committed to that as fully as I should have.
Wow. Is this an apology?
Yes, whatever you want to call it. I say we've gotten too sentimental already, but well, there you have it.
I just hope that you mean it. We really need you here.
And here I am. But let's not make it awkward, shall we? We have Abigail to worry about at the moment.
I wasn't sure if you had already put it together, but Dad was a big player in the family. It makes sense that he might know something about blood. The question is if he knows anything that could help Abby. And if it's still possible to coax it out of him somehow. Hey. Thanks. You saved my sister's life.
Abigail? Are you, all right, dear?
Who, me? You're really asking?
Of course, darling. We're going to get you out of this conundrum. If anyone knows how to slink out of a mess, it's your mother. Never mind, there's usually another one waiting. We'll tackle that when we get to it.
Yeah, we will. Won't we? Thanks, Mom.
Are there any songwriters around here? I may be doomed to search my own feelings for inspiration.
Oh, it's you. Who are you again? Helping the family out? Oh, no, that's dangerous work. I hope you're being safe about it. Abby, in trouble? If only I could have. If only I could have. If only I could have spent more time with her. Abby, darling, such a strong child.
I wonder what Pop knows.
Hello, how are you? I haven't seen you in so long. It was, oh, hello. So good to see you again.
Hang in there, Abs.
Lost? Oh, no. How could I get lost in my own home? In Atlantic City? Sure. Lay it on me, sport. Evan? Oh, my wife is the most
beautiful creature you could ever lay your eyes on. Isn't she? Ah, I still remember the day she and I met. She was some kind of performer, an acrobat, maybe. But I saw her on stage, and it was like the world stopped turning, and all the lights faded to gray. Nothing else mattered. I brought her flowers, I think. Her favorite what? Roses! Yeah! Now that you mention it, I think that they were. How did you know that? Are you trying to charm my wife? Vincenzo has always been such an ambitious kid. A heart of gold, that one. When he grows up, I'm sure he'll be an excellent made man. He takes after his father completely, you know?
Hang in there, Abs.
Abby? Why? Something wrong with her? That little dyke always tends to get into trouble. But you know, kids. Right? When you're still growing and there's all those hormones, it makes you a bit rebellious. I'm sure it's just a phase. Awareness or what exactly? Look, I don't know what she said to you, but I'm sorry if she's acting out. I'd ground her, but she's got a fiery spirit. She'd probably just disobey me anyway.
What is that glowing concoction?
When? I'd ground...
I won't
Questions?
be serving
I didn't...
I wonder
Oh,
if Pop knows.
How so? Well, I'm an old man. I've been retired quite some time now. Before then, I seem to recall working in the garbage business. I made sure that the casino quarter was spotless, and the city kicked up some cash for me in return. Dad? What kind of question is that? I can't say they would. Unless it's one of the many victims of my bingo skills. B-39! How could I not be? Smell all that fresh air. Take in those beautiful ocean views. We're in the most beautiful place in the world right now. A tourist hotspot, and you think I'm unwell. You are a comic sport.
In a shack amidst the hills of absolutely no...
Is that a rhetorical question? We're in America's playground, one of the most iconic cities in the nation, Atlantic City. Never mind what. Let me know when later comes.
What is that godforsaken smell? I thought I told Vincenzo to scrub the must out of this place.
I wonder if Pop knows.
Split ends and no hope of a salon. I'm deteriorating.
Hang in there, Abs. So what did Pop have to say? Anything comprehensible? Pop. So he's not totally gone. Well, that's reassuring. Or upsetting. Haven't decided yet and don't have time to.
I'm not cut out for all
Well, if he won't help us, We'll need more of a Hail Mary. Well, I've been trying to remember anything Dad may have told me about his job back in the day, and something came to mind. I remember he would take business trips to the city center. That's government territory, so it always struck me as out of character. He told us he had a warehouse there. Never said what it was for, and I never found out either. If he really was involved with Devil's Blood, though, maybe that place has something to do with it. Maybe the family is keeping stock there. Even an antidote if we're lucky. I can't say for sure, but Pop, well, he was in the family. You know, the mob. The same mob that sells Devil's Blood. Maybe he was just collecting 𝖍𝖍𝖎𝖓, but... And I really hate saying this. I hope it was blood-related, because it could be our only lead. Glad you agree. I know it's a long shot, but it gives us a starting point. Alright, we'll need to borrow that vertebrate of yours again. I'm coming with you this time. We'll fly into downtown, and I'll get us in contact with an old friend of mine familiar with the rumors. She'll know where to go from there.
I'm not sure how much longer I can survive outside the city.
Observe nature and the songs will flow.
Someone told me I had a few loose screws. I am still looking for those screws.
Still love these kinds of days. Stay inside and just play holotape games. Ugh.
Make me smell bad? Directive, acquire all junk. Still in progress.
Oh, they said waking from deep sleep could be disorienting. This is unreal. Or so.
When you die, can I harvest you for bone shards? Could I interest you in a block of concrete? Directive, acquire all junk. Still in progress. When you die, can I harvest you for bone shards? Directive, acquire all junk. Still in progress.